Good afternoon. We start 13 News at 4 with breaking news on the far south side in Greenwood.
And that's where police found two dead bodies inside a home. Our Ashton Hackman is on this story for us, and he joins us live now from the scene. Ashton, can you tell us, what are you seeing?
Good afternoon, Dustin and Felicia. We are still working to confirm what exactly happened inside this home behind us here. We are on Greenway Street near Highway 31 and Smith Valley Road. You can see this brick and yellow house here is surrounded by crime scene tape. And we actually just did see the Johnson County Coroner's Office pull up to the scene just within the last 15 minutes or so. Now, police confirmed to us officers were called here for a welfare check sometime around 10:30 this morning. We're told when officers went inside that home, they found two people who were dead. But now police tell us they are working to confirm how those two people died. We've watched police and crime scene techs go in and out of the home. Most of them have been wearing shoe coverings to preserve the investigation area. They've also been carrying cameras, of course, to document what exactly happened inside that home. A spokesperson told us both bodies had some decomposition, so cause of death cannot be confirmed right now. But back out here on Greenway Street, the investigation is still in its early stage. Again, we are waiting for the coroner's office to confirm a cause of death. Neighbors in the area did tell me, though, that this is a pretty quiet neighborhood and that the woman that lived in that house did have a child, but that's all we've been able to hear from neighbors. So Dustin and Felicia, we're of course waiting to hear from the coroner's office. When we get an update on a cause of death, we'll of course pass that along to you.
Yeah, still so many questions. We'll look forward to your report coming up later today on 13 News at 5 o'clock and 6 as well. Ashton, thank you.
And today we learned the name of a 19-year-old man shot and killed outside of a Family Dollar on the city's northwest side. It happened just after 5:30 Saturday evening near 60th and Michigan. Officers found Scott Anthony Ford Jr. shot outside the store. He was pronounced dead at the scene. According to police, it all started inside the store as an argument between multiple people, and then at some point, someone began shooting. Thankfully, no other people were hurt. Investigators believe this was an isolated incident, and they're asking anyone who knows anything about the shooting to call police or Crime Stoppers.
And on the east side, Cumberland police are investigating a third shooting in just 8 days involving a juvenile. Either a juvenile was shot or suspected to be the shooter. Investigators say the latest incident happened inside this house late yesterday afternoon. Police say a male under the age of 18 was shot in the leg during an alleged drug deal, and that several younger children were also in the house, but no adults. Coming up at 5 o'clock, our Rich Nye will show us home security video from a neighbor that may have caught the suspects on camera. Now to more changes in downtown Indy. What's old will be new again, but the question is, when will it happen? Plans are underway to transform a historic corner of downtown Indy.
Yeah, this neighborhood certainly has been waiting to hear about this. We all have. So the old City Market is getting a makeover, but Samantha Johnson shows us how one part of the project just hit a major snag.
The vendor hall here at City Market closed last year. It will be closed for several more years. There are plans in place to turn the Gold Building from offices into apartment complexes. And here on the ground, Whistler Plaza, plans are essentially starting over, with the city now looking for a new developer this month. The city of Indianapolis mutually splitting up with the developer who agreed to design the plaza 3 years ago. The developers keeping the Gold Building, but giving the plaza back to the city.
So they're still focused on that private redevelopment project, and the city is going to focus our efforts on Whistler Plaza.
The split pushes back an earlier timeline by more than a year. Phase 1, reconstruct the Gold Building and reimagine the plaza. Then Phase 2, bring new life back to the Market House. It was once a popular lunch spot for folks downtown, serving local food and supporting local businesses. Now, fenced off and closed, and there's no good timeline for when it will reopen.
So I'd say we're equally as anxious. This is such a historical landmark for downtown, for the city of Indianapolis. And so, like I mentioned, we are being very intentional about the improvements that are taking place.
The city will start accepting proposals to restart work on the plaza later this month. In downtown Indianapolis, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
Man.
I know. I am certainly looking forward to see something come out of that.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens, because it is such a downtown landmark.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. Yep. All right, let's switch gears to the weather now. Outside, we can see a lot of clouds out there, and Sean says that muggy meter is climbing back up.
Slowly but surely, and depending on where you live, it's already up. For us here in Indy, not bad, and those clouds have way more bark than bite than on the western side of the state. I want to show you the dew point map. We're going to start with that because east of I-65, still relatively comfortable. Drier air protecting you from seeing the rain, but you notice on the western side of the state, Greencastle with a dew point of 70 degrees. Yep, that's the muggier stuff that will gradually work in, but it's what's fueling locally heavy rain. And I'm going to show you this radar here, and we're going to show you the radar rain estimates in a moment. You're going to be like, what the heck? Here in the metro area, a pop-up shower, a possibility before sunset. Not likely. You get west of I-65, completely different ball game here. These are slow movers. They've been sitting over Vigo County, parts of Clay and Sullivan counties for the better part of the afternoon, where we have flood advisories and some flood warnings going on. Radar rain estimates and ground truth between 2 and 4.5 inches of rainfall. That's where it's going to stay for the most part here as we go through the evening. These are slow movers. That air is very juicy over on that part of the state, and you can see what's happening. So again, they're not moving much, a little more concentrated in southeastern Illinois now. But again, you get closer to I-65 and points to the east, it is just a fantastic afternoon with a mix of sunshine and clouds and comfortable air for now. So get out there and enjoy it. There's your cloud cover. Looks worse than what's actually going to happen. 80 with a dew point of 60, relatively dry air here in the metro. Muggier days ahead. We'll talk about that and get you ready for the state fair. If you're going tomorrow, we'll see you at the 7-day forecast.